What's going on, guys? My name is Derek P. Fields, and welcome to the Gridiron Blitz. We're kind of in a little different element today. If you guys saw my last video, my old computer, the one I used to edit, is about to die. Like, literally, I'm burying it as we speak. I'm doing a couple more things on it, and it's done. So we're doing something a little different today. This video was important to me, so I wanted to get this out there. The Lions re-signed Danny Amendola, okay, to a one-year contract. Now, last year, for the 2019 season, we know he was cut by the Miami Dolphins. He comes to Detroit. He signs a $4.25 million deal that was guaranteed for 1 year. He had another $1.25 that he could have got in incentive-based funds. Now, he only made about $500,000 of that. It had to do with so many catches, so many touchdowns. So he fell short. So he made a little less than $5 million. The Lions re-signed him. And you guys know that I am ecstatic about that. Now, I wanted to do a Danny Amendola video, and I wanted to do it justice. But by the time I get my computer, my new computer, this will be old news. So I wanted to give you my thoughts on DA. You know, guys, I was one of the only Detroit Lions YouTubers, if not the only Detroit Lion YouTuber, that not only put it out there that the Lions might actually sign this guy, but was ecstatic about the signing. And Danny did what he needed to do. He did exactly what I had him doing, okay? A little under 700 yards, 1 touchdown, and I think his long was like 49 yards, and I want to say it was probably the touchdown play. But I'm ecstatic about this. Danny Amendola actually has this contract, according to the tweet that I saw on Twitter. Is a $5 million guaranteed contract with another $1 million, I think, that he can earn in incentives. So I said this during my live stream Saturday, that when I found out, and it came through Bleacher Report, that Danny Amendola would be re-signed by the Detroit Lions, that he would probably earn more than he earned, guaranteed, than he earned in 2019, and that's exactly what happened. And the funny thing is, I think he had a 2-year deal in Miami for $12 million. I can't remember how much was actually guaranteed of the $12 million, but he performed well enough that the Lions decided to re-sign him, and they actually paid him more. I dig it. I love the deal. Danny Amendola, it was really some stuff I wanted to go into. Some catches that he made. You know, it's a lot of complaints about his age. It's a lot of complaints about Danny Amendola, and I don't quite frankly understand what they're for. Other than Kenny Golladay, Danny Amendola pretty much outperformed everybody else on the team. Any other receiver. I understand if you want them to go faster, if you want them to go younger, but I don't understand if you have a problem with this re-signing. I mean, if you do, that's your opinion and you're entitled to it, and I'm not knocking that. My thing is, Danny Amendola performed. He's I wouldn't call him a poor man Golden Tate, but Golden Tate received the year before. Golden Tate had Danny Amendola by 100 and some odd yards and 15 more catches. If you look back at the season, how many times was Danny Amendola actually targeted? Just like Jesse James. Jesse James wasn't really targeted that much during the season. So all of a sudden, Jesse James comes from Pittsburgh, and he looks like he looks like Luke Wilson out there. And we know that that has nothing to do with Jesse James. Jesse James didn't get an opportunity to really catch the ball. So my thing is, I love the signing. Do I see Danny Amendola coming back next year? I don't really know. If Detroit lays an egg like they did last year, I see him going somewhere to finish his career, get a championship, ride off in the sunset. I don't see him riding off into the sunset with the Detroit Lions. For Danny Amendola to stay for the 2021 season, if there is no lockout, it's going to take in my opinion, a massive change. The Lions will have to make the playoffs, and who knows, they might not even want to keep him, but they respected him enough. They like what he did enough to keep him and bring him back, and I'm ecstatic about it. I'm going to say this, and then I'll let y'all go. for Danny Amendola was injured. He spent one game on the sidelines, okay? And he was injured after he made a diving catch. And this is why I wanted to do this video with an actual computer and show you guys the issue that I have if you don't believe in this signing. He laid out, it was the second game of the season. The third game because they played the Eagles. Danny Amendola, it was a 3rd and 11. Now, we won that game by 3 points, okay? It was a 3rd and 11, and I think the Lions were up 3 at the time. I don't remember exactly, but what I do remember is Danny Amendola made a catch that was spectacular. Laid himself out.
Did Amendola come down? He did with the reception. What a play by Amendola.
Caught the ball 2 feet in. Now, he's about 3.5, 4 feet off the turf.
Left foot, right foot, beautiful job right there in back.
Okay, a 33-year-old man is coming down full force after running a full route, full force, and instead of sacrificing either losing control of the ball or anything like, or not getting 2 feet in by breaking his fall, he laid himself out, got 2 feet in, and secured the catch.
That was a down the field pick route where they were able to create a legal pick route, confusion in a bunch, and allowing Amendola to break out free by defensive backs by the Eagles running into each other.
And I don't understand what the big complaint is for a man that obviously performed. Now, he outperformed Snacks. Okay, let's be real. Let's be real about this. He outperformed the $9 million man in Mike Daniels. So if the Lions signed, but I feel like if Mike Daniels was re-signed, I feel like a lot of Detroit Lions fans probably wouldn't have as big of a problem as they have with Danny Amendola, simply because he's 34 years old. Mike Daniels didn't do a single thing for this team, and he made, oh my God, twice as much is Danny Amendola, and he only played like 4 games or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. So we'll see. Now, if the Lions re-sign Mike Daniels, I'm gonna definitely have to wait and see. Will Danny Amendola regress? He might. You know, he had just under 700 yards. I don't know, but you got to remember that he was targeted. You can only catch if you're thrown to, and when Danny Amendola was targeted, he caught most of the balls. Some of them were, now the one touchdown he had. Yeah, it was 1 touchdown, but come on, man. Let's look at the Lions' red zone. Let's look at their offense, especially after Matthew Stafford. If Matthew Stafford doesn't go out, do you think Danny Amendola only has 1 touchdown? That's a rhetorical question. Or you guys can put it in the comments. We had David Blau. We had Jeff Driscoll. Matthew Stafford was diamond Danny Amendola. So if Matthew Stafford stays in the game and doesn't go out in week 8 or 9 or whatever it was, I guarantee you Danny Amendola has more than 1 touchdown. I'm just saying. So those are my thoughts. I really wanted to do this man justice because I feel like he deserves it. I was very high on him. He came and performed. If you guys saw my last video that I made about Danny Amendola, he was 1 catch shy. He was 11 yards shy of a career high in receptions. And there's a lot of fans and a lot of people that hate this move. I don't think that this move is the move that any Detroit Lions fan need to hate. Okay, you got plenty of time this offseason to feel like that. So anyway, guys, hopefully I get a computer soon. I can come back and do my usual videos. But this topic was important to me, and I didn't want to wait till it was irrelevant and make a video. So I hope to be back producing content in my traditional way very soon. And I appreciate everybody for rocking with me. And remember, guys, we're all fans. Your opinion is fine. I have no problem with that. I'm just like, Danny's a good dude. He's a great athlete, probably in the best shape of his life. And he outperformed Marvin Jones in the sense of, I don't even know about the yardage because I didn't look, but he played Marvin Jones. He ended the season on IR. He's outperformed Kerryon Johnson. And come on, man. So I don't understand what the big deal about Danny Amendola is. I love it. I just hope that he performs, if not the same level, if better. I do want to make a bold prediction. If Matthew Stafford stays healthy, Danny Amendola stay healthy, he will have a pretty good year. So, all right, guys, I will catch you in the next video, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.